100 years of Marquette basketball, 32 NCAA tournament appearances, 3 Final Fours, and of course, the 1977 National Championship. My name's Chris Reisner, and welcome to a very special edition of Golden Eagle Sports Report.
Tonight's show will get you set for the 100th season of college basketball for Marquette University, and will also feature 3 special guests that know a thing or two about the traditions and legacies that are forever embedded within Marquette's DNA.
This special edition of the Golden Eagle Sports Report starts right now.
Good evening, Marquette. Once again, I am Chris Reisner. Thank you all for joining us. Tonight, current Marquette basketball players will be stopping by to discuss everything from last season's success to the impact of some new freshman recruits. And we're even going to find out how well these 3 know their teammates. But before we introduce our special guests, the team played its first exhibition match of the season against the UWM Panthers on Sunday. Let's see how the game went. Performance of the night has to go to Sam Hauser. He dropped 27 points and had 10 rebounds, which were both team highs on the night. There's Andrew Rousey knocking down the 3. He's one of the many sharpshooters on this Marquette Golden Eagle squad. Here we see Marcus Howard grabs the board, pushes the ball in transition, dishes it off to Rousey. Rousey gets the and 1. 12 points on the day for Andrew Rousey in this game. Here we see Howard miss the jumper, but Theo John, the freshman, gets the rebound, puts it back, and 1. He was a beast on the boards in this game. It'll be interesting to see how he translates that to the regular season. Here we see some pick and roll action. Andrew Rousey and Matt Helt. He's going to dish it off here to Jamal Cain, who gets in on the action. And that was 11 assists on the night for Andrew Rousey. Here we see Sakar Anam. Wojo has been stressing defense all season, so he takes the charge. You got to love seeing that, working hard on both ends of the court. And here we're going to see Sam Hauser, little pick and pop action, knocks down the 3. That was his 5th of the night. Marquette was going to take this game 78-63, but the stat of the night was raising over $30,000 for hurricane relief. So I know you're tired of us talking, so let's introduce the guys that can give all of us the best insight on Marquette men's basketball this season. First, he's a freshman from Detroit, Michigan, 6'3" guard, Greg Elliott. What's up, man?
Next up, the 5'11" sophomore from Chandler, Arizona that led the entire country in three-point shooting percentage last season, Marcus Howard.
And last but certainly not least, a 5'11" guard who shot 92% from the free throw line last year, the senior from Lexington, Virginia, Andrew Rousey.
Welcome into the breakdown of the Marquette 2017-18 men's preview, and a big thank you to Marquette Athletics, Greg, Andrew, and Marcus for joining us tonight. Gentlemen, welcome into Studio 7.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having us.
And before we get started, I just have a general question for all 3 of you. With the season approaching, just to get back out there on the court in that competitive environment, how hyped are you guys for this season?
I mean, we're really excited. I mean, we've been excited ever since that last game in the NCAA tournament, knowing that we're going to have another chance to get back at it and get to the same spot we were. So with the new faces we have this year, the new freshmen, as well as the transfers we have coming in, we're really excited to just get out there and start competing.
Yeah, like Marcus said, we have a new team this year, so it's going to be fun to get out there and play with our new teammates.
Well, for me, with this being my first year, I'm just ready to start this new journey in my life. And it's going to be easier playing alongside these guys right here.
Absolutely. And Marcus, we're going to start with you. We all know about your shooting ability, but you and Wojo have both been talking about your all-around game this coming season. So what type of things are you trying to add to that all-around game?
Definitely. I mean, I'm just trying to be more of a complete player, not just a scorer. You know, trying to get my teammates involved, make them better on the court. Defensively, I want to get a lot better. I mean, we struggled as a team last year, but me personally as well needed to get better defensively, so I've been working on that too. Then also just leading. I mean, being vocal, being an energy guy out there each and every day in practice as well as in game. So just being that consistent guy to where guys can look to for guidance. I mean, we have 4 freshmen this year, so definitely just going to try and be that upperclassman that can help them in any way I can. So just taking a big leadership role this year as well, alongside Rousey and other guys as well. So just trying to just be that guy each and every day for our team.
And going off that, on social media, it seemed like you spent a lot of time in the gym this offseason. Is there anything specific that you were working on during the offseason, adding to your game?
Yeah, I mean, just kind of sharpening my tools I already have. I mean, my shooting ability as well. Just keep those traits happening. Then also, just getting better defensively. My lateral quickness, conditioning. I always can get better at that. But also just my decision making as well. I mean, that's something me and Woj would talk about a lot. Is just last year didn't really make the best choices with the ball in my hand. So just trying to pinpoint different things on the court that I need to see, keeping my head up while I'm dribbling. So just working on stuff like that, trying to change it up this offseason.
And lastly, of course, we all know you shot 54% from the three-point line last season. That led the entire country. That's such a crazy percentage. Do you think there's any way you can replicate that efficiency this year?
I mean, I'm definitely going to try to. I mean, I play with great teammates, and my coaches put me in great positions. I mean, I say it time and time again, but none of that would have been possible without them. So, I mean, hopefully this year that can be replicated. I'm working hard each and every day to do so. But, you know, you never know what's going to happen, but I'm definitely trying to work hard towards that.
Welcome back to this special edition, basketball preview edition of the Golden Eagles Sports Report. Tonight we are lucky enough to be joined by Greg Elliott, Andrew Rousey, and Marcus Howard. But before we talk to them about the upcoming season, let's take a look at how the Golden Eagles open practice at the Bradley Center went last Thursday.
Marquette basketball returned to the Bradley Center for 2 hours Thursday night.
It's obviously good to get in front of people.
As the men's team held its first open practice for season ticket holders.
Anytime you get behind people and in front of people, there's a different reaction. And we need to have a few test runs before we really get going.
Johnson, along with head coach Steve Wojciechowski, put the players through drills for the first 45 minutes of practice. Hey, get to your gas! Here, the team is doing a ball screen drill, but the fundamentals aren't as sharp as the coaches were hoping for. One of the coach's main points of criticism was stance. Too many players were playing straight up like this, instead of down, which limits their defensive options.
In order to be a good defensive team, it starts with your stance. If you don't have a great stance, you can't play defense.
There was a scary moment in the scrimmage portion of practice when point guard Marcus Howard fell and had to be helped off the court.
Yeah, it was just like a tweak. I've been known to have really, really fragile ankles. So, I mean, I have to definitely just be careful, continue to take my ankles, but I should be okay.
Howard finished practice, though, even firing off a no-look assist for good measure.
I think I'm getting better in that aspect, so I just have to continue to keep getting better each and every day, and that's what I'm going to do.
The evening ended with sophomore Sam Hauser hitting a half-court shot to win Bucks tickets for a young fan. It was a highlight finish to an otherwise rough practice. From the Bradley Center, Andrew Goldstein, Marquette Wire Sports.
And as you all know, 4 new recruits joined the team this season, and Ike Eke, Jamal Kane, Greg Elliott right here, and Theo John. Andrew, out of these freshmen, who has stood out to you so far?
Really, all of them have in different ways. You know,
Answer. Pick one.
pick one.
Yeah, gotta pick one.
I don't know. I would go with my man Greg.
That's convenient.
Just
Because he's here. We'll just say that. Just because he's here. You know, Greg, he really does a good job of understanding the game for how young he is, which is pretty impressive for a lot of freshmen that I've been around. So I would say that's a big up on his part.
All right, rebounding was an issue last year for you guys, and losing Luke's kind of tough. But Theo, he looked pretty great down low in the scrimmage, 7 offensive boards. What can he bring to the table this year? As a freshman, Greg, we'll start with you.
Theo, that's a big dude. So,
Is he actually? He looks like he's 40.
I suppose you look like you're 14.
We call Theo Tarzan.
but yeah, I feel like he'll make a huge impact rebounding this year. As long as he play strong and play as big as he is, we'll be fine.